Hello again, everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about personal protective equipment and occupational noise awareness. We want to make sure that we're protecting your hearing the very best we can and that we're giving you all of the PPE that you need to be safe. Okay, let's start with our written program. Our written program applies to anyone that enters our manufacturing facilities. I don't care if it's an employee, a contractor, a visitor, a vendor, the company CEO, if they go into our manufacturing areas, they have to follow our PPE rules. It's important for everyone to know that PPE is only a barrier against workplace hazards. PPE does not eliminate the hazard. It only protects you from the worst parts of it. If your PPE fails or if you use it improperly, danger of exposure to the hazard is there. Okay, it's your responsibility to make sure that your PPE is worn the correct way and that you keep it in the proper condition. Here are our basic PPE rules. Safety glasses, hearing protection, safety toe shoes are worn throughout the plant. You may have to wear gloves for certain tasks. If you're going to be walking through or working in T, you must wear a bump cap. If you're going to be walking through, working in any warehouse area, or if you're going to be operating any powered industrial truck, you must wear a high-vis vest or a high-vis strap vest that you can see on the right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about eye protection. We need to make sure that your eye protection fits properly. It should sit close to your face, over your temples, resting comfortably behind your ears. Now, we all know that occasionally our glasses will fog up. If that happens, pull your glasses a little bit away from your face. Airflow will get in there and they should defog. Don't pull them down your nose. Don't prop them up on your forehead. They have to be in place to keep your eyes safe. We only allow clear lenses unless you have a prescription from your doctor stating otherwise. Regular prescription glasses do not provide adequate protection. If you have regular prescription glasses, you must wear over-the-glass safety glasses to protect you. Contact lens use is strongly discouraged. There may be times when you need a little bit more eye protection and maybe even face protection. If that's the case, we do offer safety goggles and face shields. Safety goggles will keep your eyes safe from impact, from dust, from chemical splashes. Face shields will protect your eyes, but also your face from those type of hazards. In the event that you need either one of those, you may need to get with your supervisor. We do have them available, and we'll make sure that they're available to you. All right, we have many tasks that require hand protection. So we use gloves, and gloves are used to protect against chemicals, against sharp or rough objects. They have to be rated for the conditions that you're going to encounter. Having a pair of leather or cotton gloves, if you're working with chemicals, will not protect you. All right, the potential risks that you're going to find in this plant could be skin absorption, lacerations, abrasions, maybe even some burns. All right, a couple of examples of gloves we have. We have red gloves with coated palms and fingers. We have chemical resistant gloves. We have cut resistant gloves. You need to make sure that you understand the standard operating procedures and the PPE necessary for the task that you're going to complete. Anytime you're going to handle any corrugate in this facility, you have to wear the right kind of gloves to protect your hands from cuts. All right, we use red gloves with the rubber coated palm and fingers. These are in the vending machines and they will protect you from those minor cuts. This is an absolute safety rule. If you're going to be handling corrugate, you must be wearing these gloves. If you choose to wear or you are required to wear a bump cap, you must inspect it daily. It needs to be removed from service if the suspension system shows any signs of deterioration, if there's any cracks, if the bump cap itself has any soft spots or any holes or any cracks. You must inspect it daily and you must remove it from service and get another one if it's showing any problems. In the event that you are going to be working in a construction zone, you will have to wear a hard hat. Those will be inspected daily as well. Please limit the use of paints and stickers on any hard hats or bump caps as they can deteriorate the shell. In the event you're going to be working around chemicals or maybe even around splashing water, we do have aprons, sleeves, jackets, rubber boots, face shields, the right gloves, everything to protect you either from chemicals or from water. Make sure that if you're working in any of these areas, that you understand the standard operating procedures and the personal protective equipment necessary for those, and that you wear the right PPE. I briefly mentioned body protection earlier. If you're going to be working in the warehouse, if you're going to be walking through the warehouse, or if you're going to be operating any powered industrial truck in this facility, you must wear a high-vis vest or a high-vis strap vest as you see in these pictures. Okay, the foot protection in this facility must have slip-resistant soles, must protect you from heavy falling objects. They can have steel, plastic, or titanium cap toe protection. We want them to protect you from corrosive chemicals, and we want to protect you from laceration or penetration by sharp objects. Now it's time to talk about noise exposure. Our ears can recover from short-term exposure to loud noises. However, over time, continuous exposure to loud noises will cause nerve damage. Hearing loss from noise exposure is usually not noticed because it is gradual. Normally, a person loses the ability to hear higher pitches first, and the first noticeable effect is difficulty in hearing other speech. When it comes to occupational noise, OSHA wants us to protect your hearing at anything over 85 decibels on a time-weighted average. Once again, short-term exposure isn't the key here. It's the long-term exposure. 12 hours a day, day after day after day, that's where the exposure and the nerve damage comes into play. If you walk into a room or an area in the plant and it's not too loud right then and there, over the course of a 12-hour day and over the course of weeks and months of exposure, all those noises together will cause nerve damage. All right, so anything over 85 decibels, OSHA wants us to protect your hearing. Our packaging and processing facilities average 85 to 90 decibels. That's exactly why we want you to have hearing protection. All right, the level at which sustained exposure may result in hearing loss starts at 90 decibels. So you guys are working in that range every day. Once again, that's why we have you wear hearing protection. Okay, as I mentioned before, hearing protection is mandatory in areas with noise levels above 85 decibels on a time-weighted average. Due to that, Unilever requires hearing protection site-wide. Now we offer 3 different kinds of hearing protection. As you can see here, we have the foam earplugs. And the way to use these, you roll them up into a tight cone, you reach around and you pull your ear up, opening your ear canal. You push the earplug down inside your ear canal. You turn loose of the plug and let it swell up. You turn loose of your ear. As you can see these pictures down here where the improper fit and the best fit for the correct hearing protection is. Another type of hearing protection that we offer here is what's called a push-to-fit earplug. These are made out of PVC. They aren't rolled up. Basically, you just grab them by the stem, you pull your ear up to open your ear canal, you insert the earplug so all flanges are inside your ear canal, and then you turn loose with your hand. For any type of insertable ear protection, the way you can tell if you have a proper fit is to be in a noisy environment with your earplugs inserted. Cup your hands over your ears and then move them away. Your earplugs should block